How to record guitar and vocals at the same time, or vocals and guitar, whatever it is. Maybe you're doing a live recording, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show you how to do it right now in Logic Pro X. You will need some prerequisites though, so if you don't know how to record vocals on their own or how to record guitars on their own, feel free to check out my own other videos in that. I'll leave a link to those in the description. We'll touch on how to get set up a little bit, but we won't be going that in depth as I did in those videos. We'll more be touching base on how to actually put those two things together using multi-track recording with Logic Pro X. First section in this video is what you need to get started with, what equipment you need, and the second step in this video is actually just recording your guitar and vocals. Section 1. What do you actually need? You will need an audio interface that has the ability to plug in a guitar and a vocal. So you will need like 2 XLR inputs or kind of one patch cord guitar input and one XLR input. So if your audio interface only lets you plug in one microphone or one guitar, then you can't record guitar and vocals at the same time. To get the true quality multi-track recording, we're going to want to do it through an audio interface. So you'll need like the Apogee One, where you can plug in a guitar and vocal at the same time, or Red Scarlet, the 2-channel, the Apollo Twin. There are different options out there for you. So that's what you'll need to get started equipment-wise. Let's get into Logic Pro X now and look at how to set this up from scratch. So let's add a audio channel. Actually, right from here, we can just go ahead and add 2 audio channels because we're gonna want one for our guitar and one for our vocals. Here we can also set up where our inputs and outputs are coming from. So for me, I'm going to have my input be my audio interface, which is the Apogee One. And then I'm going to have my output device be my headphones, and I have my headphones plugged in directly to my computer. We can also take a look at the I/O buffer size. Since we're going to be doing multi-track recording of guitar and vocals, we'd want to lower the buffer size to what your computer can handle. If you want lower latency, I would go lower down the numbers here. So 32 would give you the shortest amount of latency. Then you click create, and then you have your audio tracks ready to go. Mine are default. I have default monitoring on, so I can hear my vocals through my headphones. Just gonna click this off right now, and we'll just name these tracks, because why not be organized? Do vocals and guitar. So we want to make sure that our inputs are set up correctly now. That's kind of the first step, is setting up your tracks and the inputs and outputs. And the second step is making sure our inputs are set up correctly on the track level. Let's do our vocals first. So go to our vocals, and then in our inspector window here, make some space, and we'll go down to check out our inputs. So we hit this input 1. So we want to make sure that if our microphone is capturing our vocals, that's input into input 1 on our interface, and then it's input 1 here. For our guitar, we're going to do the second input. So we'll go to guitar, and it says input 1 here. I don't want that because my guitar isn't going to be kind of captured. So I need to change this to input 2. And if your interface has like 4 or 8 more 16 channels, you're going to see those numbers here, and you just click the right channel that you plugged, whatever you plugged it into the interface. So now once those are set up, all I have to do is press record, arm each track. So I have to arm the guitar and then arm the vocals. Once these 2 things are blinking, I can press record, and now I'm ready to go. Doing vocals and guitar multi-track recording in Logic. To make a proper vocal and guitar track recording, you're going to want to set up the gain levels on your vocals and guitar before you actually start recording, because you want to make sure that you're not peaking on your recordings. So quickly, to do that, we would do it one at a time. We would click R to arm our track, and then we can view in the inspector window when we're singing. We want to make sure that this number here doesn't go yellow or red. Definitely not red. Yellow, really not either, because when you're recording, you can record up, to -8 if you want. You don't have to go higher than that. You can even go lower, because we're going to be compressing the vocal. We're going to be raising it anyways. So don't worry too much about getting such a blasted signal through there. Obviously, we want enough juice so that we can use it, but we don't need it to be so loud because of the post-processing that we can do. And the same thing goes for your guitar. Go to your guitar track, arm it, and then play a bit on your guitar and and then play with the gain knob on your audio interface to make sure that when that signal comes in, that it's not peaking, never going red, and never really going yellow. That's how to record guitar and vocals in Logic. Let me know if I've missed something, or if you want me to go into more detail on something. Feel free to check out some of my own music as well, and feel free to subscribe. Hope to stick around for some more Logic tutorials, and see you in the next video.